Welcome to the full market analysis for the 23rd of July. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and welcome to my VIP members, and in particular to the VIP members who have upgraded to the Get Funded program. Today I'm going to cover a few things: price action, market structure, and price cycles to understand what happens during price action. Just to give you a little bit of flavour of what's going on. This is the gold on steroids, and I just want to cover this for you just so it gives you a little bit. There's not much going on this afternoon, it has to be said. Prices are pretty much sideways as we await the GDP tomorrow and then the inflation figures later in the week. But as we can see, this was the action this morning, pre-London Open. So what I've got here, I've got a 30-minute chart here, I have a 15-minute chart here, I have a 5-minute chart, and I have a 3-minute chart. Whenever all charts go green, it's a buy. Whenever all charts go red, it's a sell. So this is pre-London Open here, buy, and the price goes up. So there is potentially, if you have the charts and you traded it, 160 pips there, and we have at the moment we have the price falling down, rolling over, nice sell signal, everything is red, happy days, no reason to worry. Price heading for 23.89 or just above that, 23.90 would be all right. So a great way to trade, by the way. And I would have your chart set up just like this. So before I go into the markets and do the full market analysis for you to give you the heads up as to what we're looking at in the next few days, I just want to talk about market structure. Your chart should be exactly like this, very simple, very straightforward. Now I know there's a lot to go through in terms of the videos. A lot of training goes on, but nonetheless, this is how simple it is. Whenever we see a buy signal above the blue line on the left, all the buys are in, special settings by the way, then of course the price goes up, and what we call a stepping stone effect. So the price gradually moves up and up and up and up, and we can actually see clearly what's going on. So this is what we call market structure. And again, market structure to the downside, we can see the price is moving down. There's weakness here, price below the blue line, and all the sellers are in. So we do expect the price to continue to move down. Fair enough. But what I want to talk about is price cycles. They go in cycles. And so what happens is during a downtrend or an uptrend, the price moves up, the price moves down, the price moves up, the price moves down. This is the cycle that we talk about, or the swing highs or the swing lows. So we can see that the sellers are all in on US yen. The dollar is completely sideways. I'll show you that in a minute. But dollar weakness will drive this lower, and yen strength, which is what we're probably going to see, is going to drive this much, much lower. So where do you think, I'm going to go through the charts just quickly in a minute and just give you a flavour of how price cycles work and where you get in. So in a sell zone, you want to be selling when the price is high, when the price is high, when the price is high in an ideal world. Okay, you don't want to be selling here, you don't want to be selling here, you don't want to be selling here, because the price is going to retrace. It's going to retrace. It's going to retrace. That's how it works. That is the price cycle. So I'm going to just flick through a number of charts. Now we've had a good few trades in the last few weeks. Aussie yen. So the price cycle in terms of the Aussie yen was, you don't want to be selling here, you don't want to be selling here, but this is okay. Okay, this is neutral below the 50, which is the middle line, acting as resistance. In an ideal world, of course, if this stochastic comes up to here and then rolls over, then that's even better, isn't it? Let's have a look at a few more if we can. Kiwi. So we can see here is good. here is good. Selling here is bad. Selling here is bad. Selling here is bad. Selling here is good. So you get the picture. So whenever we see an uptrend, for instance, we haven't had one in the Kiwi for a while. Let's look at the US Canadian. Congratulations on the US Canadian, by the way, still moving up. If you're holding on to that, well done. But the price cycle here, 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 stepping stone effect. Okay, lots of break of structure along the way. So what you can do from that, you can quickly analyze the markets pre-London or pre-New York, and you can quickly realize where the price is in terms of price cycle. So is it a swing low? Is it a swing high? Let's have a look at a few that we've had recently with the pound Aussie. Okay, well, there you go. Lovely move here. So the price cycle, which is important, not here, not here. Here's good. Here's good. Here is excellent, isn't it? Pound Aussie here. How is that? All right, so once you've got the settings and the charts and the stepping stone effect, it gives you great leverage in terms of making highly profitable and highly important intelligent decisions based upon price cycle. Let's have a look at a few more, shall we? See if we can, oh, well, there we go. The Euro Aussie. Are you buying low? Yes. This is in neutral, yes. And one thing that you can do, which is a good idea, let me just change this slightly. Let's make this middle band wider and a straight line. There we go. So one thing you can do, once the price moves above the 50 on the RSI, that indicates strength. If the price comes down, then come back into and above the 50, that indicates continued strength. So here, oversold, continued strength there. Now, ordinarily, once we see this going on, we're going to get in much sooner than that. I probably won't even wait for that to happen because it's in a complete uptrend. Now, in terms of the price cycle with this particular pair, Euro Aussie, do you want to buy this? Well, I certainly don't. It's hit our weekly Forex forecast from Sunday, 164, and now hitting a very important supply zone here as well. So this is exhausted, in my view, and as we can see, we don't want to be, but you don't want to be buying here. You don't want to be buying here. Here is excellent. Here is excellent. Okay, and they do come round during the cycle. They do come round pretty quickly and give you the opportunity to get in. Pound New Zealand. Can you see how simple trading can be using price cycle and the stepping stone effect within a parabolic trend? These are all very highly profitable positions. So let's go into the markets now and see what's going on, shall we? So, yep, there we go. US dollar is stronger today. We do have the GDP tomorrow. We do have the inflation data on Friday. So we don't really know what's going to be happening with the dollar. It is gaining strength. We got the stepping stone effect. We have positive divergence, as I mentioned in the last few days. So the price is going up. So we want to be buying dollar. And I've got a target here, 106. Not parabolic, as you can see. Not all the buyers are in on this. So this is not a parabolic trade. This is just simply a price action trade based upon divergence, convergence, and then break of structure. I mentioned this a few times. Oh, right, there we go. So we talk about cycles, price cycle, price cycle, price cycle, price cycle. This is a 4-hour chart. So you've still got plenty of opportunities to get in. So if you do this pre-London or pre-New York, you'll see whenever you get a swing low, which is a great trading opportunity, especially into a parabolic trend. Now the buyers are all in on the yen futures. Now I'm a bit hesitant, if you like, because I've seen this many times over 30 years. Intervention rarely works. It might work for a little time, but then suddenly it all gives way and goes down again. So as long as the price holds on to this area here, then we can see it heading 66.14. And what that means in terms of the yen pairs, it means the yen pairs are all going to go down. Okay, and it could be fairly big actually. If the intervention works and plays out as it may do, then of course we can bank the shorts on the yen pairs. I mentioned this yesterday as well. This is the Swiss franc futures. Now all the buyers are in on this on the left, as you can see. So this is simply a swing low. I'm not convinced that this is going to go down anytime soon. I'm pretty sure this is going to bounce and go to 114.50. That being the case, what will happen is all the Swiss pairs will be ready to go down. Now, we do need this Swiss franc futures contracts to start buying in. What I mean by that, I need to see the price start to do this above the 20 SMA and start to get that stepping stone effect, because then the pound Swiss, Euro Swiss, in particular Euro Swiss, is going to go down. A couple of my favorite trades, but we do need this to start to move up. US 30 Dow Jones Index is hesitating a little bit because of the GDP. I do expect the price to continue up. We've got a bit of divergence, but that's just cleared out the prices. Could come down to this area of support here, somewhere around there, but not much going on, to be fair. Nasdaq's doing the opposite. Now we talk about price action. So do you want to be selling it now? The answer is no, just in case you wondered. But not much going on there. The Hang Seng, again, not much going on here. They're all waiting for the data. Oil, I mentioned this the other day. All the sellers are in on oil. This is great news for the pump, petrol stations, etc. If you run petrol cars. But again, price action, price cycle, where is it? Bitcoin, not much going on here. Looks like a selling opportunity, but I'm not convinced of that either. I think this is going higher to 70,657 in the next few days. Now the US yen, I just mentioned this. We are short this because, well, you can see why. We've got the stepping stone effect, haven't we? This is what we want. We've got the cycle, which is what we want. We sold this yesterday. Can you see why? We can see that the price had moved up into liquidity here, and it broke down below resistance. So it was support. Now it came up and it broke that area here and has gone down. We're in profit, not by much, but nonetheless. So how far is this going to go? Well, let's have a look, shall we? Let's enlarge this chart for you so you can actually see. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so the price action charts actually predicts the future prices. It also confirms when you have a stepping stone effect. It also confirms when you have divergence. So you've got lots of buying opportunities throughout these when you have market structure, clear market structure. So just be aware of the market structure, be aware of price cycle and the continuation of a big parabolic trend. So using the parabolic trend combined with price action charts gives you the power to make better decisions. US Swiss is down. So this is really fascinating to me. So we're not trading it yet by any means. The dollar is strong. So this will be driving this, or the dollar is stronger. So this will be driving this higher. and the Swiss franc futures is going down. It's driving this higher. So, but we can see here clearly on the left that the price is, all the sellers are in. So let's do the analysis on this. We can see there's a big fat trend line which is being hit right now. Where is the price in terms of cycle? Do you want to be buying this now? Absolutely not. Do you want to be selling it here? Do you want to be selling it here? Do you want to be selling it here? So understanding that will give you the power to make better decisions. Now, the tools are saying that this is going to go higher, but in order for this to be a proper trade for us, it needs to get broken. It needs to see the price cycle come back down, and then it goes up again. So that will be maybe a trading opportunity, but there are better trades to be had at the moment anyway. All right, so don't be worried about missing out on anything. Just do your analysis. If it's not ready, it's not ready. Move on. Aussie USD, we spoke about this. Looks a bit messy. You can turn these things on and off as I do. I prefer a cleaner chart. All I'm interested in is the price cycle. All I'm interested in is the market structure, which is seen easily. So for me, it's about making life a lot easier, to be honest. I'm just flicking through the charts in the morning and seeing what hell's going on. So we can actually go through these. So the Canadian yen, we sold this yesterday as it broke down. We do have divergence and we do have a price cycle. You don't want to be selling it here, but it doesn't mean to say it's reversing. It just means that it needs to pull back a little bit maybe before it starts to move back down, something like this. But once you've set your target, once you've set your stop, just let it go. Don't worry. Just make sure that at the entry point, if you can, just get in at the soonest opportunity that you can. New Zealand yen, price cycle, breakdown, price falls. So there's not much ready today because the price cycle has finished. You don't want to be entering these positions at the moment. You want to wait a pullback. So again, let me go through these for you. So there's the price cycle. Now, here's the pound Swiss. I posted this in the blog this morning. Hopefully you got that. And it's good just to pop in to see the blog. It doesn't make any difference to me, but it might make a difference to you. But we can see that the price is moving up with divergence. However, look at the price cycle now. So what are we waiting for? We're waiting for the price to give way and then for the price to break the support levels, which are at the bottom there, as we can see. So here's one as an example for a swing low, price cycle low, cheap, highly likely to move up. Simple as that. Trading is very, very simple once you've got the correct settings and the correct charts. Canadian Swiss, well, not much going on here because the Swiss franc is not sure which way to go now. Once the Swiss franc future starts to go back up, these will be driven much, much lower. Euro Swiss is my favorite, as I mentioned. This is very, very close, by the way. Into liquidity and waiting for the price to break down to coincide with the Swiss franc futures going up. So this is red hot. Aussie Swiss. We had this one. Hopefully you profited from that. Pound Canadian. New Zealand Canadian. Let's go back to here. So what you want to do is make sure that you've got two sets one set of two charts. One on the left, which tells you where the price is going, and then you've got a stepping stone effect, so you can get into these trades during the price cycle of the downtrend in this case. Euro Canadian, so coming to the end of its reign by the look of it, what we call an exhaustion phase. It hit our target 148.83, now hitting a major resistance area here on the left, so the trade has finished. So if you traded from here, that's your trade, that's the end of the trade. You certainly don't want to be buying into this supply zone. Pound Aussie, Euro Aussie, you can flick through these and make very instant decisions as to whether there's any opportunities to buy into. Quick look at gold before we go. I think tomorrow could be very interesting. 2400 seems to be struggling a little bit, but that's all right. I've got in about 2408. I'm up about 70 pips or so, which is all right. One of the things you can do, once you've got a sell signal, you can just wait for the price to come back up. See this here? Let me go into this a little bit. There's always pullbacks. So whenever you get a change of character, which is what this is, so there's your change of character there. Get in there, stop up here, happy days. But there's a 1, 2, 3. So that's the 1. The retracement is there, that's the 2. And then there's the 3. So once it goes up to there, 1, 2, 3, you can see it here, change of character, 1, 2, 3. Change of character. So that's the 1, that's the 2, and that's the 3. Okay, always happens. Very reliable. But if you don't have time, don't worry. Just make sure that your stop is above the previous swing high or swing low. That's fairly obvious. But just a little tip, if you want to get better price with a tighter stop, then just wait for the price to come back on you. Sometimes in fast markets, though we might find this tomorrow, is that prices don't come back on you very quickly. They might take a while. So that's it for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed the coaching and the analysis. We've got a few trades setting up, and I'll again update you as the price action charts tell us what to do. And I'll put that in the blog and into the VIP room. Oh, and if you want to join VIP, then please do.